All right, we're on record.
Thank you.
Good evening and welcome to the meeting of the Township of Parsippany-Troy Hills Board of Adjustment. Today is Wednesday, January 14th, 2026, and it is 7:30 p.m. Announcement is made that adequate notice of this meeting has been given and that it is being conducted in accordance with NJSA 10:4-6 at SEC of the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act. Roll call. Mr. Berkowitz.
Here.
Mr. Mazzarella.
Here.
Ms. Neglia.
Here.
Mr. Reddy.
Present.
Chairwoman Grignani.
Present.
We have our board planner, Mr. Chadwick.
Present.
Our board engineer, Mr. Lemanowitz.
Here.
And our board attorney, Mr. Johnson.
Present.
Would you all stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there anyone in the audience that has anything to say other than what is on our agenda this evening? I see none. Nora, would you please do the application for Gay, resolution for Gay?
Application 2521 Sebastian Gay, 3 Duville Drive. Those who can vote are Berkowitz, Mazzarella, Neglia, Reddy, and Grignani. Can I have a motion?
So moved. Second.
Berkowitz.
Yes.
Mazzarella.
Yes.
Neglia.
Yes.
Reddy.
Yes.
Grignani.
Yes. Thank you, Nora. Application 25:73, Kathleen Natoli, 48 Ronald Road, Block 587, Lot 5, Zone R4, a C variance to install a 5-foot fence, 4 feet high, solid PVC with 1-foot high lattice, contrary to section 430-11A and B. Ms. Natoli?
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you are about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Please state your name, spell your last name.
Kathleen,
Yeah, you could move it a little closer to you.
no, Kathleen Natoli, Natoli.
Great. So why don't you tell the board what it is that you'd like to do?
Okay, I want to replace the existing fence that I have, which is wood and it's falling apart. It's a picket fence. I would like to, as is stated, make part of it enclosed, for some privacy, because I don't have a backyard. And also, we have a small dog that we would like to keep enclosed in the yard and stop her from barking at everything that walks down the street. And we find it annoying, I'm sure our neighbors do too, so.
Does Longview Avenue exist? Is there pavement there? Is there a road?
Longview?
Yes,
Yes.
it is. So that's your front yard as well,
Yeah,
although functionally it's your backyard.
correct.
Do you have the letter from the, our engineering department, dated November 21st? I have no objection.
I have a survey.
Yeah.
No, this letter.
Here, I have a copy for you.
It's actually good news.
Yeah.
There's no issue.
Take a look at that, you can have that.
The OG is a little easier to put that 1-foot ladder, so.
Right. Yeah. It is good news, not bad news. I think the last sentence
Yes,
is,
no objection to the application.
absolutely. So it'll be a solid fence, and then the lattice would be above, which would make it come to 5 feet.
Correct.
That's what your fence is, and we're 4-foot solid with the lattice on the top.
Well, right now it's a 3-foot picket fence.
Your
Yeah.
proposed
But
fence.
opposed to, yes,
Okay.
Well, plus you're gonna be correcting the fence line.
yes.
Looking at the survey, it looks like.
Yes, right now it's over the
in the wrong
property line,
place.
so yes, I'm gonna fix that.
so that's not a plus.
Do we have any other questions from our board?
No.
Professionals, any questions of this applicant, her testimony?
No.
The only thing I just, real quick, and I know what was said, but here it says proposed solid, I just,
Yeah.
I,
Why I raised it.
yeah, okay, all right, just want to make sure we put that in there, that we
Yes.
know the top half's going to be lattice.
Yes,
That's all.
4 foot solid, 1 foot lattice.
correct.
I'll make sure the resolution says that.
Thank you. Is there anyone in the audience that has any questions of this applicant and the testimony that she has given this evening? I see none. Would one of our members like to make a recommendation for approval, please?
This is a very reasonable and acceptable application. I'm in favor of this. Can I move that?
Please.
Application 25:73 Kathleen Natoli, 48 Ronald Road, Block 587, Lot 5, Zone R-4 to issue or grant C variance to install 5-foot high fence, 4-foot high solid PVC with 1-foot high lattice, and contrary to section 430-11A and B.
Second.
Berkowitz,
Yes.
Mazzarella,
Yes.
Petty, oh, sorry about that, Ready,
Yes.
Willand,
He's
oh,
not here.
God.
Let's go there.
Grignani, I did this so many months back, it has the old info.
Mr. Tully, your application has been approved. You'll be receiving a letter from the township, and at that time, you may go for your permits.
Thank you so much.
Lots of luck. Enjoy.
Have a good one.
Application 25:51, Jade Astoria and Laura Peters, 144 Rainbow Trail, Block 112, Lot 3, Zone R3, a C variance to construct front additions, front portico with below landing and stairs, rear addition, rear covered screen porch, driveway expansion for a total of 622 square feet, front walk and side and rear walk, contrary to section 430-35, columns 4, 5, 6, 10, and 13, and sections 430-275X. Hello.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
State your name and spell your last name, please.
Jade Atoria, last name is Atoria.
And are you one of the owners of the property?
Yes.
And you have someone here with you tonight?
He's our architect.
Okay. What's your name?
Evan Scott?
Could you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
State your name, spell your last name,
And it's Evan Scott, S-C-O-T-T, East Scott Architects.
and you're the architect on this project?
Correct.
Could you just briefly put your qualifications on the record?
Sure. I'm a licensed architect in New Jersey for over 15 years. Licensed in 5 states, and I have a master's degree in architecture.
Your license is in good standing?
Good standing,
You've
yes.
testified before boards,
I have.
including this board, or not?
Not this board, this is my first time here.
Could you please bring the microphone closer to you so the people in the audience may hear you?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so he's qualified.
Tell us a little bit about,
Maybe before we start, have you seen the engineer's letter of November 24th? From Mr. Lisa? You have not?
If not, I have it.
We have this in a number of instances where the engineer doesn't have an idea of how your drainage system would work.
I don't have that.
And absent that information, it's going to be difficult to come to a conclusion until you do know that. And the absence of topography obviously is a real issue in terms of,
You mean grading plan?
yeah.
Yeah.
My suggestion to the board will be that you ask to carry this. You You can't hear me? Can you now? You cannot. Is this better?
There you go.
Coming down my throat. My suggestion to the board is that you ask this to be carried, meet with the township engineer, determine whether or not you need, one, a full topographic survey in order to design a drainage system, or work that out with him. Because the costs on, doing topo and everything else can get significant,
Yeah.
and I assume you're gonna hit rock up there.
Correct, yeah, it's on the lake, so.
Yeah, I know it is. So, that way, when we get back on a new meeting, we'll have the answers as to stormwater, that it'll work, that it's within your resources, because sometimes these can get pretty expensive to.
Yeah, we had discussed, reducing the amount of impervious coverage. It was thought about trying to go for an increased driveway, to fit a second car
Yeah.
next to it.
Work those things out with him, so we get a letter back and can say, I've met with and discussed and approved the plan dated such and such.
No,
Because otherwise, we're gonna be getting to what I'm talking about
Sure.
half an hour from now. It's
Yep.
not productive.
you said, you reduced the impervious coverage,
Impervious, correct.
but you said the existing is 27 and you're proposing 35 on the application.
Correct.
You're still over, but you've reduced what the original proposal.
We will reduce the amount of
proposing
the
tonight.
proposed, correct, yeah, not
We're
the.
just gonna get everything confused.
So you're saying less than the 34 that's on there is what you're,
We'd be willing to concede that, yeah, if it meant not going for topography and grading and
You
drainage.
need to talk with him.
Sure.
That's his call.
Do you agree that to have this application carried at a date that will be mentioned right now? I think it would be in your best interest, your
Sure.
architect.
Could we also discuss, though, other items in the variance to see if those will be approved, or not approved, but, any considerations regarding the addition pieces?
I think rather than make any more announcements, why don't you talk to the engineering department, come back with their suggestions as to what would be best for you, and financially best for you also.
Sure, yeah, we just don't want to go to the next meeting, have engineering approved, and then have to come back for something else.
For the building, other.
Building
Oh,
portion,
okay.
You fill it in the corners and cover it over a
Correct.
patio.
Correct.
Yeah.
Probably best to have everything done at the same time.
Okay.
Because you don't know, maybe your plans will change between now and then, when you talk to the engineer about the drainage issues. Maybe not, but you don't know at this point. So it's probably best to leave everything for one meeting, that the board can hear everything at the same time.
Okay.
Are you in agreement?
May I take this with me?
Yes, you may.
Yes,
Or
sure.
may I ask when this was sent to us?
All I know is the date of the memo.
Right,
probably never sent
engineering
to you.
was supposed to send it
What?
to you.
It was probably never sent to you.
Okay.
It's-
Engineering has all your, contact information because they receive a copy of your application as well as the zoning officer's information. So I don't know why you have not received it. You're not the only person who's had this issue.
Nora, do you have a date to carry this application, please?
March 18th,
At 7:30?
yes.
Is anybody here for this application in the audience? Doesn't seem like it.
No. Okay. Thank you. We will see you on March 18th at 7:30.
Thank you.
Yes, one moment. May we have a motion, a vote?
So moved.
Second,
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Thank you. Application 2540, Mark Tell, 18 Jefferson Avenue, Block 598, Lot 25, Zone R4. a C variance to legalize a shed contrary to section 430-10, C, side and rear yards, section 430-101, and section 430-34, columns 10 and 13. This application was carried from October 29th, 2025.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? State your name and spell your last name, please.
Mark Bell, P.E.L.
So I understand that you're here about a shed?
Yeah, my father's a living relative there, so I took over the house, and there was a lot of things that were built way, I don't know, 4 years ago. And he got permits for some stuff, some things were maybe not in compliance. I'm here to try to put this whole thing behind me and be in compliance with the law, just whatever I got to get this behind me, you know?
Sure.
Pretty much the house is kind of a shambles, and it's probably gonna get leveled when he does pass, we're gonna level itself for the property. You know, so I just, whatever it takes to make everybody happy, I'll do, and that's where I'm at.
Do you have a letter from our engineering department dated August the 27th, 2025?
I have a lot of letters.
Probably not.
25, that's 31st,
I have another copy if you want to take it.
yeah. Yeah, I'm going sick.
Sure.
Okay.
Can I ask you a question? How did you wind up here? Did you make permits and they said denied them? Or were you summoned, or what happened?
What happened is, I believe possibly my father called because he's 90 years old. And I think he wasn't in compliance with having his storage shed disrupted. And basically,
What does that mean, is disrupted?
Disrupted with, I had a friend that had nowhere to go, a friend of his son's friend lived there for a month, you know, in the back, in the shed.
Okay?
Yeah, it was kind of decent, better than the house. And he didn't tell me, but I think he called the town numerous times, and instead of coming to me, I would have kicked him out. I mean, it was only 2 months that the kids stayed there. And, I think he had a problem with it, and, you know, he's 90 years old. He's just set in his ways, and he wanted his shed back. So, I got all these letters and a violation notice, and, you know.
So the tenant complained to the town about something.
Yes.
So they came out and said, okay, that's an
Yep.
illegal occupancy. And it turns out your father, or father-in-law? Father?
Father, yeah, living relative, he lives there, I paid all the bills. And it's,
Built the shed with no permits?
He built with permits.
Oh, he did get
Years
permits,
ago, yeah, 40 years ago.
but it got turned into a dwelling unit somehow or
It
other.
got little by little got turned into somewhere where you can actually lay your head down.
There's a kitchen in it.
No, no kitchen, no running water with a kitchen.
Well, why does the zoning officer say there's a kitchen that has to be removed?
Not, I couldn't, I don't have pictures. but
Is there a bathroom?
It's just cabinets on the wall
Is there a bathroom?
and cabinets, that is something, yeah. So there's that.
You get permits for that?
Nope.
You said you were
It's been
probably
shut down
gonna,
and shut off.
you said probably gonna raise his whole property, correct?
I'm probably gonna just sell it for the property owner. Yeah, it's gonna get bulldozed down.
Maybe this
But at
is,
the moment, he lives there, he's a living relative, so, you know, it's still his.
Do you have zoning violations issued to you, do you know?
like a 2 kitchens or something like that?
Zoning because somebody was sleeping back there for a couple months, that's why he called, he just wanted his space back.
This is a code enforcement case.
Oh.
So there is summonses out there someplace, or a
Well, maybe
violation
notices.
notice.
Yeah, violation notices.
But yeah, it's a green sticker on the door, or an orange sticker, that says violation, no violations.
That'd be the construction.
That was, all right.
like maybe like a second family kind of.
Yeah, it's converted a garage into a house, a dwelling unit.
So obviously, everybody's, the kid's gone months and months ago. Right away when I found out he's gone, he moved on.
So I know you haven't seen the letter from the engineering department, but the letter from the engineering department discusses having to make some modifications to deal with stormwater runoff.
I remember getting that letter, which is, I don't understand what to do about that.
Well, what the board, normally recommends is that you talk to the engineering department about what that might mean in terms of a stormwater management measures. I take it your father wouldn't be interested in demolishing the shed, correct?
Yeah, I'm sure he's all about the shed. That's why we're sitting here,
Has he got anything in it now?
Stormwater, I don't see, because nothing's been done with the land,
How long has this shed been there?
at least 40, 50 years. He built that many years ago. Let's say 40. I'm 54, and, I was about 10 years old, he started building it. He built one, and then he built another one, and then he connected the two, so it's like an L shape. But he got permits for the foundation, the structure, and everything else. I think afterwards, after all the permits and approved all that, he went and built an overhang, maybe in compliance to something, I don't know. Everything is still 6 feet from the fence line. But,
Well, according to the information that the board has, it's not 6 feet from the fence line, it's 4.5 feet from the fence line. So that's,
if I gotta take his soles off, chop off, put it out, I will. I mean,
Well, you
it's
said it was 2 sheds combined?
Yeah.
Could you take away one of the sheds and still leave
No,
one?
it's all together.
The survey doesn't show two
I have
connected
a
buildings.
survey. I got the survey.
I'm looking at it as well, right in front of me.
And it shows it as one dwelling, but originally it was 2 dwellings that were brought together.
Wait a minute, you had two
It's
people
one
living out?
dwelling right now. It was 2 small sheds, and then he put the corner in to make it like an L, it's just a shed. It's not big or anything.
I
You can
think
see the
it's.
picture of the
yeah,
house.
Let me interrupt a second.
It's the same size
I
as the
think you're in the kind of the same circumstance as the applicant before you. You've got to be able to deal with whatever the engineer is telling you about drainage. But I think you also have to go back to zoning and find out what has to come out of that, what was a shed, quote, extra dwelling.
if you look at the survey, maybe the overhangs are what's causing it to be too close to the property line.
No,
No, you don't think so?
maybe in the back, yeah, I guess you're right.
Because,
There's,
yeah, if there's overhangs that protrude from the wall of the shed, correct? And those are closer to the
Yes.
sideline, right?
the overhangs are quite large.
Yes.
And they're on the side as well?
This survey
Yeah,
doesn't
it kind
show
of wraps it around,
whatever.
That may be what's
That may be one of the issues.
one of the problems.
If you look at the bar scale, it looks like that back overhang is more than 6 feet from the property line, but we don't have any dimensions, so get that straightened out. But I think we're just gonna go around here in circles. And your long-range plan is to raise everything on this property and start over.
Yeah, basically, I'm just gonna sell the property.
All right,
I just wanna comply now, so I don't get fined.
We're gonna, sir, we're gonna get a date for you to carry this application and, speak to the engineering department and the zoning department,
Okay.
and, we'll get a date for you right now. Norma, do
Uh,
you have any?
This
Hold on, one second.
Yes.
I have one question. There's a smaller shed in the back. Is that the neighbor's or is that yours? The little,
Oh, the little ones, that's the rear neighbors.
oh, okay, okay. I just wanted to make sure it wasn't on.
Me too. I want to make sure.
Yeah, that, well,
Okay.
I don't know why it's on.
I have a question. If you look at the survey, it shows concrete in front of the shed.
Yes,
So
it's
there's
a
like
concrete,
concrete
it's just a
slab?
walkway. It's just a walkway. There's a little pond there, and there's it's all a walkway. And then, you know, you see the big circle, that's just a rock wall, like, he had crazy rock lines up there.
He had people living in there, and he improved it to make it more attractive to live there. There's no question, there's no question about that. I think what you have to, yeah, I think what you have to do is take pictures of what it looks like now,
Okay.
come back here, tell what you're gonna remove, so it's no longer gonna be set up as an apartment. And two, get straight with the engineer.
Okay.
You might have to take some stuff down or take some stuff out to get your coverage down. If you get the coverage down 5%, you're not gonna have any drainage or stormwater problems.
Right, so, I mean, you see the circles and whatnot, that's all rock gardens, it's just a pathway. So I don't know if that's part of the problem with the stormwater, they can't.
You talk with the zoning officer on how they calculated, there's a chart in here,
Right.
and I wanna take up everybody's time going through that. Talk with what they included, what they didn't. If there's things that you can remove to get it down, you heard the advice.
I'll do whatever it
You
takes.
get out from under the engineer's issue of stormwater management, and then all you have to do is deal with the zoning office.
Okay.
Laura, may we have a date to carry this application, please?
March 18th,
At 7:30?
correct.
Mr. Tell, March 18th, 7:30. May I have March 18th?
And you'll grant the board, extensions to approve the application, correct?
So before then, I'll talk to an engineer downstairs, right?
He's in another building up on,
Oh, they're above and over?
But, no, you want to talk to the zoning
Down the
officer first,
All right, so
to
zoning-
determine whether or not you can get the coverage back to existing, which then relieves you from the engineer's issue.
Right.
You don't have any neighbors complaining about stormwater?
Neighbors don't care less about it.
Okay,
It's been there for years.
No, no,
all right.
and
Just
one,
have a motion,
Just a
please, to
suggestion.
carry this,
so
Wait,
moved.
hold on.
excuse me, I'm sorry,
Just a suggestion, we should clear up, because the zoning officer is saying there's a kitchen in there.
yes.
He's saying there's not. We have to make sure that the information is all consistent.
That's why I say he needs to take pictures of what it is now
Right.
It's a set of
and what it's gonna
cabinets
be.
And a countertop, you know, like a set of cabinets.
And bathroom.
Components for the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Yeah, I'll take pictures of the whole surrounding area and the rock garden.
Yeah, okay.
Probably, that's the way to do it, is pictures.
Yeah.
may I have a motion, please, to carry this application?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Tell, we will see you on March 18th.
Thank you very much, Lisa.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Application 25:66, Jen Zing, 252 Marcella Road, Block 215, Lot 12, Zone R4. A C variance to legalize a paver driveway, paver walk, and concrete area for 2 AC units, contrary to Section 430-275X and Section 430-35, Column 13.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Please state your name, spell your last name, make sure you use the microphone.
My name is Jing Zheng, last name Z-E-N-G.
Could you please bring the microphone a little closer to you so we can hear you and the audience can hear you, please?
Okay.
Thank you. Could you tell us what you'd like to do with your property?
So I did this driveway pavers summer in 2024 because my driveway was old, so I replaced it with, it was asphalt and I replaced with the pavers. And then I add a pathway to the backyard, and that passed the, I think the percentage of the liminal percentage for the coverage.
Impervious coverage, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you, this again, same thing, did you review the engineer's report?
I don't have engineer report.
There's a letter from the engineering department dated November 21st, 2025. We have a copy here
I have
for
an
you. Our
extra.
attorney has a copy for you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Did you receive this?
No,
Okay.
So the report talks about needing to do some stormwater mitigation efforts. So you might want to ask the board to move your application to a new date so that you can talk to the engineer from the township and determine what that might look like in terms of what you might have to do and how much it might cost.
Actually, this is like a 3-4%.
Yeah.
3%.
It is a minimal. Maybe we will see.
Sure, whatever the board wants to.
Right? It makes.
It doesn't look like
Do you know how much you expanded your driveway?
How much I expanded?
Yeah, you tore up an old driveway and replaced it with pavers.
Yes. I think
Did you make it bigger or no?
not really, but
A little bit.
mostly the pass, the additional pass to the backyard.
Yeah, I mean, because it's such a small increase, you may not be looking at, significant costs to deal with stormwater. And you could ask the board to approve this, subject to the township engineer approving a stormwater management. The risk there, of course, is if the town engineer requires an elaborate system that's very expensive, you're not gonna wanna do that. And you'll be back here again, figuring out how to find a middle ground. So if you take the extension, your driveway's there now, right?
Yes.
It's done. So if you ask for extension to meet with the town engineer to resolve the drainage issues, there's no harm, no foul, because you're already using your new driveway and your walkway. And if the engineer says, okay, this is all you have to do, then you come back at a new hearing date and tell them what you did, and
So I need to
go
check
on from
this.
there. So I would suggest you do applications in front of you, ask for an extension, meet with the town engineer, find out what you have to do in terms of stormwater, and get a new date.
It's not new.
If it's only 3.8% over,
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the engineer would all of a sudden decide, but why even take the risk? You've got everything in place now as it is. Find out what he wants to do in terms of mitigation, come back and say, now we've got it solved. How's that?
In all honesty, it could be just as easy as taking back part of this walkway back towards the house and just putting soil back there and just making the walkway shorter. But that's just a conversation to have with the engineer. It may not be, that may be 3% if you go back, if you pull some of the pavers out. It may give you the 3% and you'll be at 40 and you won't need a variance. So, but that's what he's saying. If you talk to the engineer, he'll give you exactly, the footage you need to lose to cover it for that 3.8%.
so I definitely need to change this design. you
Well,
think?
or put a stormwater mitigation system in, and that will be what the engineer will tell you, and it could cost you a lot more than removing some of the pavers. But again, that's why talking to the engineer is probably your best bet.
Just reduce the amount of pavers that are there.
Yeah.
That's your conversation with the engineer. This is what the board is suggesting and the professional is suggesting. So we will
So-
carry this application with your approval, speak to the engineer, and they will tell you what you have to do. And just as our board member said, you may not need a variance if you reduce some of the pavers. But that, you won't know until you speak to the engineering department.
And also you can explain what is the deck? Deck as how is deck is like not fully covered, right? The water goes through it.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
if you can explain.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
Did you agree with what our board is saying? to carry
Okay.
this application after you speak with the engineering department, see what they say, and then you can come back, or you may not have to come back at all.
Oh, they will tell
But
me.
let's have a date in case you have to come back. We'll
Okay.
carry your case,
Okay,
all right?
okay, engineering department.
Yeah, they'll give you the best information, they would make it the easiest for you, I would assume, and then you make a decision from there.
Is this
Like I said,
correct?
it could be something very simple as removing, I don't know,
Some,
6 feet of pavers, 3 feet of pavers. I can't figure that out, I wouldn't know
Oh.
exactly how much, but just by doing that, you might hit the 40% you're allowed, instead of 43.8, and then that comes off, and then I think there is the setback issue, right?
There's still setback.
Yes.
So the setback, I mean,
Excuse
that's
me.
another conversation.
sorry, I'm just a little confused. So is this like, where I apply for permits? Or which
Zoning, no,
department?
you have to go to engineering department.
Okay,
Talk
because,
to the engineer.
You talk to the engineer,
okay,
we will give you a date
okay,
if you have to come back. Speak with them, see what they suggest,
okay.
okay? Nora,
Okay.
may we have a date, please, to carry this application?
March 18th, 7:30.
So you want the board to carry this till March 18th, right? And you'll
Okay.
give the board extensions to make their decision, correct?
Yes.
Motion to carry this application?
Motion.
Second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Ms. Zen, we will see you on March 18th. Speak to your engineer, speak to the engineering department, and maybe we won't see you again.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Somebody actually did what they were supposed to do.
Application 25:69, Danny Sanchez, 108 Longview Avenue, Block 574, Lot 17, Zone R4. A C variance to construct a pagoda, outdoor kitchen, in-ground pool with coping, patio and equipment pad, basement stairs, stepping stones, and 4-foot-high fence contrary to section 430-35, columns 8, 10, and 13, and section 430-101. Is that 101?
Sir, are you involved in the application?
Got the letter,
Are you a neighbor?
yes.
Okay, just for now, just have a seat back there when it's your turn, we'll call you up
Okay.
if you want to ask questions or make a statement, okay? Sir, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? State your name and spell your last name, please. Make sure you use the microphone.
Danny Sanchez, Sanchez.
Okay, is there anybody else here with you today, architect, engineer, anything like that?
No, it's my friend.
So why don't you tell the board what it is that you want to do?
Well, I just purchased this home in August. It was a brand-new construction. I purchased it with the idea of it being my forever home, my retirement home. Hopefully the home that I can stay, with my family. So I wanted to, have it similar to I had it in a previous home, with an in-ground pool. Have the whole backyard set up for my kids, and also do the basement pretty much myself. So, pool for the kids, with a kitchen outside and a little area, sitting area. And then, the basement, just like a theater, game room area, with, gym, stuff like that. Just complete the basement.
Same thing here. Did you review engineer's report?
I never got an engineer's report.
His report speaks to a drainage system that he seems to think is satisfactory.
Yeah.
My concern is, there's a note on the bottom of the zoning officer's report dated November 12th. It implies that the basement is going to become an apartment.
It implies?
The applicant is proposing a wet bar, full bathroom, and separate entrance to the basement.
Yes.
A basement apartment or multifamily dwelling has not been proposed. Restrictions should be placed on the basement for future use.
Okay, I mean, what restrictions? It's not gonna be a multi-family, it's gonna be for me. It's gonna be it's my dream home, so I wanna do like a wet bar, theater, with popcorn and stuff up. It's not an apartment or anything like that. So.
Have you done that work yet?
No, I've done nothing. I started this in August, and the companies that I'm gonna be using have submitted applications, and it keeps getting rejected for different reasons, so they kinda just said, you handle it. So,
All right.
that's what I've been doing.
So did anybody give him a copy of this one?
I can.
That the engineer?
Yeah.
People are saying, okay.
Well, according to this, but does he know he's okay? So if you want to read it real quick, I just have a couple questions on it, because the way it's worded seems like you either spoke to somebody about it or they spoke to you. It just seems like you know what.
They may have spoken to.
So, okay, so
Yeah.
your guys, your
Yeah,
contract.
one of the guys.
Okay. Yeah, just take a second to read it and then. All right, so did you know about those items previously, or you were just kind of?
I was aware that they're already planning on putting, a mitigating system.
Okay.
I know there's already one in the front of the house from the new construction.
Okay.
They even said you may not even have to do as many as we proposed because of the one in the front. Either way, they said we're gonna put like 4 or 6 tanks in the back to mitigate anything, and you should be, covered for that.
Okay.
That came from one of the, engineers working on the design of everything.
Okay, then the other one is the soil moving permit?
Okay, that I would need that, okay? That's
Yep.
not an issue.
And then the fourth one, it says there's limited space, so just kind of discuss how the contractor's gonna get in and out of the back?
Yeah, they measured and based on the equipment that they have, they said it wouldn't be an issue. So.
Okay. And then the tree removal,
Tree room.
that's just getting the permit?
Yes.
I mean, he says he's got the mitigation system in the front already, that's probably why the 49% is
Yeah.
covered with the one they're proposing.
Yeah.
Those stepping stones that run from the front door all the way along the side of the house to the back patio area, those are really gonna be stepping stones, correct?
Yes.
You're not gonna have a
Yes.
concrete walkway.
No, just stuff.
Are they there already, or you're putting
No.
them?
Yeah, If
Nothing
the board
is there.
approves it, I'd stipulate.
I don't want to have the issue that everybody else has been having. I haven't touched a single thing.
Good.
Think you would ask. See if anybody-
I'm trying to do this by the book.
No, but that's appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing we should
Into the
look.
basement?
Yeah.
Only condition
Oh,
is that
that's not uncommon.
basement cannot be another
Right.
residential.
Another one, I'm sorry?
That's the condition.
That's
For the
fine.
basement, yeah.
Yeah, 100% fine.
What's actually going to be in the basement?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell the board what's going to be there?
Heater, my gym, a full bathroom, and a sink, so people don't have to go to the bathrooms, like wash cups and stuff like that.
So no cooking appliances?
No, nothing for cooking.
Dishwasher or
No.
refrigerator.
No. Maybe a fridge or a mini fridge, but no cooking.
My basement, so don't tell anybody.
Just a man cave, basically, for me. I'm retired now, so I'm
No, we have to ask this. is
No, no,
a note.
absolutely.
Zoning officer put a note, so
Yeah.
we have to make sure.
Is there a bedroom in the basement?
no.
I mean, okay, we've obviously put those stipulations in
Application.
into the resolution, we'll put in there that it can't be turned into another dwelling, anything.
I'm okay with that.
Any members of the board have any questions? Is there anyone in the audience? Those are the stepping stones. The stepping stones are along the side
Oh, yeah.
and by the pool area.
Have you discussed any of this with your neighbors?
Yes, neighbors to the rear of me and to the right of me. I discussed one of the trees because it's pretty much right on the border, and he said, take it if you need to. He said a couple of trees were already removed when they built the house. They gutted completely and built a brand new house. And the neighbor to the rear, I was going to let him know I was gonna do a fence, and he said, before I even could tell him, he said, please put a fence. There was a fence there before. They knocked it down to build the house. Please put it back up. I said, I already planned on doing it. So, yes.
The pavers in the back, right to the rear of the house?
Yep.
Are those set in just sand, or do you know?
Do not. Where it would be set in?
Between the house and the pool?
Yeah, I don't know
Between the
exactly how
house
they
and the
would-
pergola?
How they would do it.
If the board stipulated you can't grout them, do you have any problems with that?
I don't have any problem.
You want to see if any neighbors want to speak?
Is there anyone here in the audience that would like to
I
speak?
have another
Yes,
question.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
On your survey, it shows a wooden fence, I guess, on a neighbor's property?
Yes.
How high is that fence?
6, all the fences, that are there, there's 2. There's one that's wooden by the neighbor right to the left of me,
Yeah.
and it leads into a 6-foot privacy fence by the neighbor.
Does he have a pool?
He does not.
Oh,
He does not. Neither have a pool, and it's a vinyl fence in the back.
And are
So I'm
you
just gonna
gonna,
copy the same type of fence.
are you gonna have a fence on your property?
There was a fence there, but I guess they took it down before I bought it, but there's nothing there now.
Do you have any, you
You're
have
gonna-
any plans for fencing that area?
Yes, I mean, with the pool there, it'd have to be fenced in.
You have to have a pool compliant fence.
Yes.
Okay.
So,
No, I'm a little concerned about the area between the fences. It's gonna,
yeah, it's no man's land.
it's like no man's land.
Yeah. Gonna have to get a lot of weed killer.
I've dealt with it at my previous home too, so.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to comment?
Sir, do you have questions of the applicant? Sir,
Or you just gonna tell us?
Come forward.
this is your chance if you have questions. If you want to make a statement,
I would like to make a statement.
okay, but just
We'll get to
give 1 second.
These are for questions only on the applicant's testimony. Anyone have any objections to this application on the testimony that this applicant has given us? I've seen it.
Sir, you want to make a statement?
Yes.
Okay, come forward. Sorry, I don't want to feel like you can't say anything.
Not a problem.
Okay, you have to, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, have a seat and make sure you use the microphone.
Okay. Thank you.
State your name and spell your last name.
My name is Joe Kalicki. I'm a resident of Lake Hiawatha.
Can you spell your last name, please?
Kalicki, K-A-L-I-C-K-I,
Okay, and where do you live?
15 Ash Lane. I'm on the southern border with Mr. Sanchez's property.
Okay, what would you like to say?
Okay, I'm not really here to dispute anything or anything like that. I'm here, I'm looking at this, and this would be a vast improvement over the property, what it was and what it used to be, and I'm sure it'll be very, very nice for the neighborhood and everything else. The one concern I have is drainage. I have no problem with water. Now, according to this, there's going to be a lot of construction. I suddenly don't want to find myself with, when it rains, that my property is way lower or whatever, and the water is just flowing over. I don't have that situation. As long as I don't have that, I have no objections.
Well, according to the township engineer, the plans that have been proposed include measures to mitigate stormwater runoff. There's some, I believe, seepage system to prevent water from unnecessarily running off into neighboring property.
I see, I understand.
Okay?
So that would, well, I have a question. It's a little, what is, what's a pergola?
Pergola.
I think it's pronounced pergola,
Is that a gazebo or something?
Right.
similar to a gazebo.
Without, a roof on it.
Oh, okay, all right. I didn't look it up in the dictionary. Okay, well, if you were, Mr. Sanchez is assuring me that through the engineering and everything, I mean, I won't be suddenly indulged with, on a rainstorm, all of a sudden I got Niagara Falls coming over. I have no problems. I wish him all the luck and everything like that, and I respect him as a neighbor.
I think I gotta tell you, he's probably one of the few that come in here that has the answers right off the bat, has a plan in place, and we have to hear the case, and he looks to me, and I think everybody will agree, he took the neighborhood into consideration when he went
Okay.
through with these plans, and you're lucky to have him.
Okay.
Absolutely right.
Just, just want to make sure that, because the way the properties are, it is tilted coming down Longview, it tilts down going toward Lake Shore. And there's a very slight incline, but the water does flow that way. So the way it goes, the way it works now seems to be okay. So I wouldn't suddenly, and with all this building, which would be very nice, by the way, a pool, to this, to that, all of a sudden I wouldn't want the water to go, and I have to put on waders to go through my driveway or something. I would get upset.
Something tells me if you have an issue and talk to him,
I have
you'd be all
no
right.
issues with water. But I used to live on 35 Rockaway Boulevard.
You don't live there anymore, right?
No,
Don't worry about it then.
okay, and there was issues.
All right.
Okay,
Somebody
anything
else's
else,
issue.
sir?
No, that's it, as long as the township, approves of it and the way it's to be done, and it will be done correctly, I'll be satisfied.
Okay, great. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Is there anyone else in the audience that would like to come forward? I see none. Would one of our board members like to make a recommendation to approve this application and frame a resolution?
I'll
please?
take that one, as soon as I find my sheet so I can frame a resolution. All right, so I think what you did here, and our town engineer, Mr. Chadwick, made a comment before you even came up, that somebody finally did everything the right way. What you showed us tonight, what you had prepared, what you're willing to do, it's what we look for, and, regardless of you having to come here, you did what you needed to do. I'm in favor of this 100%. All right.
Will apply to agree to what
Applic-
Yeah, so did you hear the recommendations?
Yes,
Okay, so you're okay with all of those?
absolutely.
Oh, no, I don't remember.
Mr. Mazzarelli, please?
All right, application 25:69, Danny Sanchez, 108 Longview Ave, Block 574, Lot 17, Zone R4. Recommend to approve a C variance to construct a pergola, outdoor kitchen, in-ground pool with coping, patio equipment pad, basement stairs, stepping stones, and 4-foot-high fence, contrary to section 430-35, columns 8, 10, and 13, and section 430-10I. What are we in?
With the condition that the stepping stones are not going to be turned into a walkway.
All
The
right,
basement will not be used as a separate living area. There'll be no cooking appliances or dishwashers or bedrooms in the basement, and that the pavers between the house and the patio will be set in sand, not grouted.
do I have to say that? Do I have to say that?
Second.
Second. Nora, please?
Berkowitz.
Yes.
Mazzarella.
Yes.
Ready.
Yes.
Grignani.
Yes,
Neglia.
Yes.
application has been approved. You'll be receiving a letter, and at that time, you can go forward with your permits.
Thank you all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Enjoy.
Welcome to town.
Enjoy that.
Application 25:22. Desai, 39 Pitt Road, Block 422, Lot 2, Zone R3, a major soil moving permit.
Okay, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Yes, state your name and spell your last name, please.
My first name is Dharmesh, last name is Desai, D-E-S-A-I.
And you, ma'am?
First name Avni and last name Desai, D-E-S-A-I.
Okay. Now, you were here last year, and now you're here for your soil moving permit, correct?
Yes, so last year I had a zoning variance, C variance, and at that time, the major soil movement was brought to my attention, and according to, we did the grading plan, we did the topography survey, and I brought those plans here, and the board suggested to, in the plan, there was a plan to make a retaining wall of 3.5 feet high, and the board suggested to, bring it down to under 3 feet. So I did that, I went back and revised the plans, and engineer approved those plans, and he basically approved the permit at the time. And then I got this notice again.
No, at that time, I remember board suggested to take the soil permit.
Yeah.
That's why I think you must have gone to that.
Do we have a report back from Lisa?
There is not
No.
a new report. The last report, I think it was in July. Had everything in
Yeah,
it.
that was for the shed. I think,
No, that was an earlier one. There were two,
oh, you mean the engineering report you're talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, the engineering report is July 17th, 2025, but I believe the application that the size were here the last time was in reference to the shed.
correct, the shed, the last application.
Has the shed been built?
The permit was issued for the shed, and I'm waiting for, someone to build the concrete pad
Not yet.
in the shed.
So now you're here for your soil moving permit.
Correct.
And that's addressed by the July 17th letter? Bill?
Correct.
Correct.
Which basically says, I have no other concerns?
Yes. If you recall, the last time, when Mr. and Mrs. Desai made the application, they didn't request the soil moving permit at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
And so you guys didn't address the soil moving permit.
Exactly.
You just addressed the shed. That's why you had to come back to
Yeah.
address the soil moving permit.
Yeah, they would have applied the same time to save the time.
Right. But he didn't make
Especially board
it,
time.
he didn't make it part of the application, so.
Yes. Okay.
And I understand you reduced the wall height, correct?
Yes, I did use it under 3 feet.
I don't know if Mr. Lomeno has any comments on it. It's hard to read.
It's a little small.
Yeah.
I normally don't review these. Again, the township
understand.
engineer normally reviews these. And he's acknowledged that the changes have been made. He's not making any further comments about grading issues or drainage problems. There's nothing in that July 17th to suggest that there's anything amiss with the application.
I would assume, would you not, that if there were issues with respect to runoff onto neighboring properties, he probably would have made a comment about that. Wouldn't
Right,
you
that's
agree?
the whole purpose of having the soil moving, so that people aren't, moving, redirecting water and such.
And I would assume that there's a topographical survey included in the application, I would assume.
Yeah, I'm looking at a grading plan prepared by GB Engineering, and I could see there's proposed, it's a fairly comprehensive topographic survey. It shows where the wall is. It shows some proposed grading, so it seems like this is, a complete application, and it looks like the engineering department has reviewed it.
Looks like there might be a little bit of a swale on the left side of the house that directs water towards Pit Road. Do you see
Yeah,
that?
there's a swale,
You see what I'm talking about?
yeah,
You have
there's a
the-
swale
you have
comes,
this- Tom, do you have this one?
yes, but that's the property survey, that's the existing condition.
Oh, okay.
The other one is the grading plan. You'll see The existing topographic contours are a dashed line.
Gotcha.
And you'll see a solid line sweeping back. One of them has a 387 and a box attached
Oh, I
to
see.
it.
I see what
That's
you
a
mean.
proposed contour.
Yep. So
Yeah.
it looks like the plan is to try to direct the water towards the road.
It's basically keeping it against that sideline, the left sideline, and it's showing that it's pitched toward the road, correct?
Yeah.
Not onto the neighbor's property.
Correct.
Do we have any additional questions from the board?
No.
Is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on the testimony given by this applicant?
I have a question.
Sure, come forward, state your name, spell your last name, please.
Brianna Hopkins, HOP,
Just use the mic, just so it's on record.
So how many yards of dirt are being brought in for the whole project? I mean, you have the dirt that was dug out from the addition, but how much additional
This
yards?
is as per what this grading plan.
I don't understand, I know there's a lot of dirt back there that raised the property 3 to 5 feet. And then I know that I saw a truck come in with 10 yards of dirt, and I'm curious, how much more? And also,
Wait, hold on, why don't you just ask one question at a time?
Okay.
So I guess the question that's pending is, do you know if additional dirt is being brought to the property?
In accordance with this grading plan.
Okay, so additional dirt is being brought to the property, correct?
Yeah.
Do you know how much?
It's probably under 100 square.
The grading plan by GB Engineering shows a net cut of 200 cubic yards.
Yeah.
Which means it's 200, the net result is 200 yards being removed from the property.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna guess here, because they may be removing soil, but then bringing in topsoil.
It wasn't topsoil that was brought in, it was dirt.
Well, again, it's a net, the plans are showing a net cut, so they may be bringing out material that's maybe too much silt or clay, it's just not good material.
I don't know. I've seen rocks removed, but that's about it. So, and also there's no topsoil, which means the property is gonna be higher up.
Well, again, the engineer has not questioned, in his review, and it shows that it's a net cut. I'm just going by what I have here, because I don't review these normally.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure how much I trust the, construction guy. All right, so the second question is, what type of drainage will be used to allow water to soak into the ground rather than creating puddles or going into the street?
I mean, it's whatever the drainage plan says.
That doesn't, all it shows is a swale. What type of drainage?
Whatever engineer proposed in there.
So there's no.
Now's your chance to ask questions. If you have a comment.
Well, so I'm trying to figure out so the answer is there is no drainage.
No, there's a drainage as per the grading plan. Grading plan shows everything. That's what engineer reviewed, and
There's no pipes, there's no French drain, there's no dry well, there's just a swale. That's all I can see on there.
No, I don't know what you see, but I'm going by the grading plan.
So what does it say?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you can ask engineer what, here's the grading plan.
Let me know, our engineer, is there anything that in the architect plan?
Well, again, I haven't reviewed this in detail. I have reviewed plans like this. And basically, the soil moving permit, the reason towns require a soil moving permit is so that they can review if a significant amount of soil is being moved, either taken in, taken out, whatever, that the resulting surface is not causing a problem, particularly with drainage is what you usually go for.
Yeah.
That we don't have slopes that are too steep and you can't stabilize them, that there's no water going in any, in an inappropriate direction. So, and again, the July 17th letter doesn't seem to have any issues with how this is being graded. That's all I can, the whole purpose of the soil moving permit is to make sure that we don't have issues.
Oh, okay. Actually,
other
the
questions?
grading shows that it is going towards the pit road.
Toward the street.
Slope is going on the street, right?
Based upon the July letter, he's satisfied, the engineer is satisfied with it, and I'm looking at this, and it appears that the water is being redirected. Right, in the original condition, the water went off to the left side,
No, yeah.
from what I can tell, and now it's coming, once it gets to that left property line, it's redirected to the street.
Okay.
That's what it appears is happening here.
Yeah, so between the wall and the swale, it's keeping it off the left side.
Correct.
There's no piping, dry wells, or anything proposed, it's just.
Not that I can see, and not that
Yeah.
it's mentioned in the report.
Yeah, not needed.
Yes, the,
No, I'm just waiting for the statement.
We're gonna get there.
I'm done with the question.
Okay.
Anybody else have any questions?
Anyone else have any questions of this applicant? I see none. Anyone would like to make a statement in regard to this applicant, please?
Sure. Now you have to be sworn in. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
State your name again, spell your last name, please.
Brianna Hopkins, HOP,
What's your address?
25 Pitt Road.
Okay, make sure you use the microphone.
25 Pit Road.
Now, what would you like to say?
Can I hand out two things?
So we're gonna mark those
A1?
O.
Oh, this is-
Are they all the same?
There's two.
Two sets of photos?
take
Yeah.
one of each.
Okay, so two copies of two different photographs?
Yeah.
So we're just gonna mark, Nora, if we could mark one O1 and one O2? Thank you.
Okay. Do you want me to give my statement while you're?
Well, if you're gonna rely on the board looking at the photographs, wait till they get distributed, so that they can have them in front of them when you talk.
Reddy's all over this.
This is,
Yeah.
What?
It takes some time, so. Oh. Oh. This is for you?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay, well.
There, pass it back. Pass the rest down. That way we're not,
so they're looking at it.
There we
Okay,
go.
this is for you, sir.
Okay.
we're good. You got a copy, I got a copy, we got a
There
copy.
must be enough going down.
There is enough, yeah.
You gotta grab one.
No,
each.
I need to,
Yes?
thank you.
You're welcome.
We got enough. Want one more? One more?
Yeah.
Yeah, one more.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you live directly across the street?
No, I live, so,
Side.
my property line and there, that, along that edge.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm basically down the hill from them.
Yep.
So you're on
That white fence is mine.
the right side or left side?
That's their house, this is from my house.
Oh,
So your house, looking from the street,
Is to the
on
left.
right side, to the left of the side house?
Yes.
Understood.
Okay, so as stated prior, I'm opposed to the raising of my neighbor's property by 3 feet. It creates both privacy and drainage issues for their neighbors. According to the drawing submitted by the neighbor, the wall is a maximum of 3 feet, but the property rises to approximately 5 feet in the middle. That makes it feel like they're in our yard. We spent a significant amount of money working with a landscape designer to mitigate both privacy and drainage issues created by the rise in their property level. In the picture provided, the one with the trees and boulders, yes, that one. The boulders are on my property line. The puddle is on their property. Due to our being in a permanent drought in New Jersey, it makes sense to want that water in the ground, not the street. At the very least, a French drain with permeable pipe and possibly a dry well to manage the water is warranted.
So the row of trees is in his yard, he's put a bunch of arborvitae along the side of your property, side of his property facing your fence.
Right. So
Well, you've also put evergreens on the inside of your fence, correct?
Right. So, yeah, I spent a lot of money on evergreens and other stuff. So
Okay.
that's the maple tree.
but,
That's like
no,
10 feet off the fence. And you can see that the 10-yard dumpster is dumping dirt
Yep.
on the property.
At first I thought it was topsoil, but it actually is just dirt. And that was done on November 17th. And I believe the permit must have been pulled on November 18th. Because they had the permit, they got the permit for the major soil movement in October of 2025. When you guys voted yes on the shed, engineering decided that meant that you voted yes on the major soil movement, so they gave them the permit. So they then put in the wall and did the rest of the work, but then on the 18th, everything stopped of November. So,
Actually, the applicant is here for a soil permit.
say that again?
Applicant is here for soil moving permit.
That's what they're here for now, the permit.
Yes, but they got the major soil movement permit in October because, and the permit was then pulled. So I don't know what happened on November 17th, but on the 18th or the 17th, it was pulled. On the 17th, that dirt was delivered, and I had gone to engineering saying, there's more dirt being delivered, and they said, go talk to the board, and she said, they have to get a major soil movement permit. But it had already been given because engineering said, when you voted on the shed, you voted on the major soil movement. So engineering had, apparently must have pulled that permit.
No, this we discussed here in the last application time about soil, right?
That they needed to get it.
They needed to get it.
No, she's saying that they gave them a permit where they shouldn't have, because we didn't approve it. They assumed we approved.
That is not the board jurisdiction, how
Right,
they
right.
give or not.
Has that wall been extended since you took this photograph? Complete?
The dirt wall,
Yeah,
that is as far as it goes.
it stops there,
Right,
okay.
it stops where my fence stops.
Yeah, that's where it's
Because of
And
grading.
the drainage thing for the wall, for some reason, is on my property, not exactly sure what that's about. But
Is that a drainage, that
that
bluish?
seems to be when you put in a wall, apparently, I was Googling how you put in a wall and what this is. So at the back of the wall and at the front of the wall is that permeable, pipe, that I guess stops a buildup of pressure against the wall with water, so it allows it to come through. But like I said, for some reason,
Yeah, it's on top of the rock.
yeah, the rock's on my property. So I don't think the work is completed.
No.
Um,
From the looks of it, it looks like where that puddle is where the swale is going to be.
I think this well has to be on the other side of those trees.
Well, if it's on the other side, then more of it's gonna wind up going onto your side than, well, that's being stopped by that anyway. It looks like your property's higher in that
Well,
point.
it is now.
Yeah, right there. But looking at the grading plan, it looks like that swale's gonna pick up right where the wall ends and raise that up where that puddle is and kind of direct it back towards them and then towards the street. So as it goes towards, I'm no expert, I'm just assuming. As it goes towards the street, it'll be picked up by the trees and the rest of the soil that's there. And then, again, I'm not an expert, I'm just,
That's the architect,
You know.
yeah, this is,
But the-
It's because we took steps to, I spent a lot of money with the landscape design.
this is
I think a French drain would be appropriate, dry well would be nice.
I know, but this is all engineering review, right? So I'm not an engineer or
Mr. Desai,
whatever is appropriate.
The issue you have is the township engineering office is the, person that has jurisdiction and approval or disapproval. At this point, we have a letter of approval.
They've given a letter of approval.
with the plan that they handed in, they've adjusted, the new plan, the grading plan, they've not said that they still need.
So what happens when it's not okay for the people next to them? I mean, like I said, I think they shouldn't have been allowed to leave the dirt from the construction. I don't think they should have been allowed to raise their property by 3 feet. I don't think any of this should have happened, but it has. And they, you know, the last 2 times they talked about that they dug up the roots of my trees, 6 feet off and, 10 feet off of the base of my trees, large trees. Yeah, that's all done, I can't undo that, but they can deal with the drainage issue, and I disagree with engineering, because engineering's not living that.
The intent.
Yeah.
Mr. Levin,
Have you sat down with this neighbor at all to try to discuss your issues?
There is no discussing, they want what they want.
I ask you a simple question. You have tried to?
In the very beginning, they came to the house when I was upset with the digging. And they came to the house and they said, any issues you have, let me know, the wall will be a foot, oh no, 2 feet off the property line. Come to find out, they didn't have any permits, and so after that, I didn't talk to them because I didn't trust them.
Mr. Lemanowitz, you see the photograph with the arborvitaes in the wall?
Yes,
You see, obviously you see the pooling of water.
right.
It seems to be, if you look at the proposed grading plan, you see the swale on the left side of the property?
Right, this picture looks like it's taken, if you come to the front left corner of the property.
Yep.
And you see, eye pipe found, and you go towards the rear, right where the wall ends,
Yep.
or the wall begins, actually, you can see that there's a fence perpendicular to the wall going to the neighbor's property to the left.
Yep.
So that's where that picture's taken, right?
Yep.
Basically,
I'm
where,
standing on the street,
right where the
on
water
property
is
line.
sitting is right where it says swale,
Yep.
and it looks like 384-44.
So
So
What
I'm
was the
looking,
date that you took these
Wait.
pictures?
Vernon, could you just give, I just want to figure this out.
so I'm looking at the photographs, and it's clear that the fine grading is not complete. We don't have topsoil, so,
But if you look at my question to you, Mr. Lemanowitz, if you look at the proposed grading plan, and if the grading is done in accordance with the proposed grading plan, the water that's shown pooling in this photograph isn't supposed to occur, correct?
correct. Again, once you get the fine grading complete, and they rake out the site and put the topsoil in, do all that stuff, the intent is to have that water run along the property line to Pit Road.
Got it. So it shouldn't pool like that anymore once the
Right.
grading is done.
And
Now,
again, once it's lawn, you're gonna have less runoff, because right now, when you have bare soil, the water runs off easier. Once you get the lawn in, more water is caught by the lawn, and then it infiltrates and whatever. So, they're really not done yet.
No.
well, I mean, I have some question about why you would plant a bunch of arborvitaes when you're not done with the grading, but
This
that's
corner right
for
here.
another
This
issue.
corner right
Well, yeah, they may have been, I don't know, I can't speculate.
She's mad about raising it.
But would you agree, though, that if it's graded, if the final grading is in accordance with the proposed grading plan, then this pooling of water should not occur?
That's correct. If it's done in accordance with the plan that the township engineer approved, the water should run to Pit Road.
And you're saying less of it'll make it to Pit Road when the grass and everything is in?
Yeah, once they're finished.
Right.
We didn't do, you took these pictures?
I'm sorry, excuse me?
You took these pictures?
Yes.
On such and such a date?
December 19th.
The one with the dirt, being done was November 17th, 2025, and the other one was December 19th.
And you haven't changed or altered them, correct?
I mean, when it's done, it should work.
And we have to go by what the engineer is saying and what the grading plan that is in front of us. Are there any other questions from the board
Anybody else in the audience?
and anybody else in the audience that would like to come forward?
No.
Do you understand that the finished product, when you're done, needs to be done in accordance with the grading plan that's been submitted? And if it's not, and your neighbor still has problems, she's likely to advise people in the township that she's still having problems. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
One of the board members like to make a recommendation to approve this application and frame a resolution, please?
Yeah, this is a reasonable application. This is part of the previous approved application. They forgot to request for the soil moving permit maybe. And this is reasonable, and I am in favor of this. Application 25:22, Dharmesh and Avani Desai, 39 Pit Road, Block 422, Lot 2, Zone RDS3, to grant a variation to...
To grant the soil moving permits.
Yeah, major soil moving permit.
Second?
Oh, second.
Berkowitz?
Yes.
Mazzarella?
Yes.
Neglia?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes.
Grignani?
Yes. Application has been approved. Please, your neighbor is quite concerned about the runoff. Just as our attorney said, follow what the engineering department has suggested, and you may go forward with the permits once you receive the letter. Okay,
Understood.
from our
Thank you.
township.
Thank you.
Architect plan, yeah.
Yes. May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting, please?
So
Motion.
moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Good night.
Can we take like 2 seconds here?
Yes,
And,
please.
like, we need to do something about these engineering
I'm
letters.
calling the engineering department tomorrow,
Because
okay?
they need to have them. so
Yeah,
we don't
we've
have-
got
we
3
keep pushing-
applications, right,